A few billion years from now, the sun will cook the earth, galaxies will collide, and the very fabric of space might tear apart. But what if I told you the end of the universe has already begun? You might not notice it now, but the universe is slowly heading toward its own destruction. And believe it or not, it's already underway. Not with giant explosions or cosmic monsters, but with the simple fact that everything, absolutely everything, is dying. Entire galaxies are drifting apart at unimaginable speeds, stars are going out, black holes are preparing to evaporate, and time is not on our side. But what will happen first? Will the sun scorch everything around us? Will we be thrown out of the galaxy? Or will everything end in the most absolute cold and silence? Today, you're coming with us on a journey through time, space, and the inevitable end of everything we know. Because what comes next might make you question your very existence. Sounds dramatic? That's because it is. And while you're here, if you enjoy these cosmic curiosities and mind-bending theories, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and buckle up. Don't go anywhere, because at the end, we'll reveal the darkest fate of all. The one even scientists hesitate to accept. But this Cosmic.com has an expiration date. In about 5 billion years, the sun's internal fuel will begin to run out. And when that happens, it will become a white dwarf, a dead, cold star the size of Earth, but with half the mass of the current sun. A kind of cosmic coal, faintly glowing in the dark, on the verge of total extinction. The transformation will be apocalyptic. Wait until you hear what's approaching on an even larger scale. A galactic collision. At over 100 kilometers per second, these two cosmic giants are on a collision course, and the impact is inevitable or almost. Scientists estimate a 50% chance that this fusion will happen in about 5 billion years. It all begins with a star. Our star, the sun, which today is the source of all life on Earth, will also be the first agent of our destruction. Right now, the sun is in its most stable phase, bright, hot, and steady. The planet's temperature will rise so much that oceans will boil, forests will spontaneously ignite, and even mountains will melt like candle wax. The atmosphere will become unbreathable, and any form of life, no matter how resilient, will be completely wiped out. And maybe, yes, maybe even the Earth. It will expand, not just a little. It will grow so large it will engulf Mercury, then Venus. But even before that, conditions will already be unlivable. And after all this cosmic violence, the sun will shrink. Life on Earth, if it still exists, will have been gone long before that. And that's just the beginning. Because what comes next is even more chaotic. But if our sun alone is capable of destroying everything, what about entire galaxies colliding with each other? If the death of the sun already sounds like an unavoidable threat, our galaxy, the Milky Way, is moving toward our neighboring galaxy, Andromeda. Now, imagine the chaos. It won't be like one car crashing into another. Galaxies are made of billions of stars, planets, and solar systems. When they meet, planetary orbits could be completely altered. Nothing escapes, not even light. Stars could be flung out of the galaxy, wandering alone through the void. Some scientists believe that this galactic merger could activate dormant black holes scattered throughout the universe, creating a chain reaction of destruction and the Earth. If it's still around, it's unlikely to survive the gravitational storm that will follow. But there is something even more terrifying hidden at the heart of the Milky Way. A supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A. For now, it's quiet. Sleeping, as astronomers say. But the collision with Andromeda could wake it up. And when that happens, an active black hole can devour everything around it with such brutal force that even the space nearby gets distorted. It's the balance of billions of stars and systems. It's the fate of the cosmos itself. Sound like an exaggeration? Maybe. But what's at stake isn't just Earth's survival. According to him, black holes aren't eternal. Slowly, they begin to evaporate. Very slowly. So slowly that even the largest black hole would take 10 years to disappear. An absolute cold, known as absolute zero, where even atomic motion ceases, will mark the beginning of the coldest and loneliest era of the universe. And even if we escape this collision, the future holds a silence far darker. Also have an expiration date. And when they all go out, the universe will enter a terrifyingly silent and dark phase. Welcome to what scientists call the degenerate era. Because the day all stars die, no supernovas, no light in the sky, just stellar remnants, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes floating through the void. Stars, those twinkling sparks that decorate the night sky. Scientists believe that in about 100 trillion years, no stars will shine anymore. Civilizations, planets, memories, all swallowed by time and darkness. The universe will have lost its glow. Literally, life, as we know it, will have been gone for ages. But that's not all. This phase will be dominated by almost invisible entities, black holes. Now the rulers of the cosmos will become the last vestiges of energy in the universe, and even they won't last forever. Enter a phenomenon proposed by none other than Stephen Hawking. Hawking radiation. It's as if the universe is leaking energy, drop by drop, for billions upon billions of trillions of years until everything, absolutely everything, becomes nothing. No more nuclear fusion, no new stars forming, no light, no heat, no structure, just scattered particles in a frozen vacuum. At that point, the universe will have become a cosmic graveyard, not of tombs or skeletons, but of dead possibilities. A place where there's no more usable time, no purpose, and no energy to restart the cycle. But is that really the end? Maybe not, because there are even bolder theories about how everything could end or be destroyed before we ever reach that frozen age. And the next idea is so insane. Some physicists fear taking it seriously. What if the universe could literally tear apart? Yes, as if it were a fabric stretched by invisible forces, until POOFA. This is one of the most radical theories about the end of everything, and it is called the Big Rip. And if that happens, it could begin to stretch space-time itself, to the point where galaxies unravel, solar systems disintegrate, and even atoms are torn apart. This scenario, according to some estimates, could happen in 22 billion years. According to this idea, dark energy, the mysterious force causing the universe to expand faster and faster, could spiral out of control. Imagine everything that exists, including you, me, every molecule of your body, being destroyed from the inside out. Yes, but there's another possibility, one even colder: the Big Freeze. Also known as the heat death of the universe, the Big Freeze would result from the cosmos expanding forever. The universe would keep growing, but energy would become more and more spread out, like an eternal cycle of creation and destruction, life, death, and rebirth. And they all share one thing in common: none of them offer salvation, none offer a way back. How many times could this have already happened? No one knows. Galaxies would be so far apart that no light could travel between them. Gravity would eventually overpower dark energy and begin pulling everything back in, wandering among the stars, hiding out in a distant galaxy, or already long turned to cosmic dust. Galaxies, stars, planets, black holes, all would collapse toward a single point of infinite density, one that flips everything we've said so far: the Big Crunch. Slowly, on timescales our minds can barely grasp. But inevitably, stars would die, black holes would evaporate, and the universe would become a cold, dark, silent place forever, to record the beauty and tragedy of a universe that was born with its end already written in the stars. No fusion, no chemical reactions, no motion, just a vast, frozen void. That would be the final end. Total oblivion. Do you believe the universe will freeze, tear apart, or implode? Or do you think none of that will happen? And if all of this still isn't enough, there's a third theory. This hypothesis says that instead of expanding forever, the universe could reach a tipping point. In other words, a total cosmic collapse, a reverse Big Bang. And some say that from this collapse, a new universe could be born. These three theories, Big Rip, Big Freeze, and Big Crunch, are science's leading bets for the universe's final fate. The question that remains is, where will we be when it happens? In the end, it doesn't matter which theory turns out to be true. Whether it's the unbearable heat of the sun, the fury of colliding black holes, the eternal silence of the Big Freeze, or the collapse of the Big Crunch, one thing is clear: the universe is dying. And even with all our technology, our science, our dreams of reaching other planets, maybe none of it will save us. Maybe our role here is simply to observe, or maybe, just maybe, we'll find a new beginning within the end. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these theories do you think is most likely? Drop your opinion in the comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video with someone you want to give a mild existential crisis. Because one thing is certain: the end of the universe has already begun, and it's not waiting for anyone.